Hey, Julia. Have you given some thought to us living together? I'm still in good health now, but it's been 3 years since my husband passed away. Considering the future, I think it might be good to start living together sooner rather than later.
Good evening. About that living situation. To be frank, at this point, adding one more person to our home is going to be quite tough.
What?
I heard from Hans that you recently quit your part-time job. If you wish to live with us, one condition is that you'll have to find a new job.
Why should I have to work just to live with my own son and his wife? You too! Having the nerve to say such things while being supported by Hans.
I'm working as well.
What can a mere part-timer say?
No, I'm full-time.
And besides, the reason I quit my job was with the premise of living with you. It would take me an hour just to get to my part-time job from your place. So, I had no choice but to quit, right?
There might have been other ways, like getting transferred to a sister store or something.
Enough. The living together is decided. Living in your current one-bedroom apartment won't work for 3 people, so you need to buy a house or a condo right away. Or lease a larger rental property and move in as soon as possible.
Please don't make decisions on your own.
It has to be at least a 3-bedroom house.
We didn't agree to live together.
I will not accept any objections. I'll discuss it further with Hans, so start organizing your stuff.
This is too arbitrary. Mother, did you send a resignation notice to my workplace?
Oh, they received it.
So it was you. Why would you do something like that?
Now, you have no choice but to live with me.
No, that resignation notice is invalid.
What?
Of course it is. It's obvious it wasn't submitted by me. By the way, do you understand what would happen if I really did resign?
There's no need to rush. You can find another job once we move. Becoming a full-time employee might be a bit difficult, but you can easily find part-time jobs.
How can you be so laid back? Do you think we have that kind of savings?
What?
I've told Hans numerous times, instead of not considering earning more than he is now. I want him to think about the future and focus on his work. If you want to live with us, that's the starting point.
Julia, were you such a spendthrift?
What?
You should be able to live comfortably with Hans's income, and yet you're still not satisfied.
Do you know how much Hans earns?
Of course, I do. I heard it directly from him.
Do you really believe that we could quit our jobs and live comfortably with that amount?
Yes, of course. Especially if you get rid of your spending habits.
I've been nothing but frugal.
With Hans's income, I can't imagine why you'd need to save.
Mother. Is there some misunderstanding here? Are you sure about Hans's income?
I told you I heard it from him.
Are you sure you're financially savvy?
That's you who should be asking that.
I believe I have a perfectly sound understanding of money.
Good heavens. Your imprudence. I'm going to have a serious talk with Hans.
By the way, Hans is always at your house, isn't he?
Yes, I'm keeping him here.
Why won't he respond to any of my messages?
To keep you out of the living arrangement discussions.
Don't just decide things without me.
If we respected your opinions, we'd never make any progress. I'll contact you once everything about the living arrangement is decided.
That's not acceptable.
Once we start living together, get ready for some wife training.
Hey sis, long time no see. Got a minute?
Oh, Rick. It's been a while. What's up?
I'm currently planning to return home temporarily from my assignment.
Oh, really?
Well, someone broke into my house.
What? What are you saying?
Well, I was planning to do some maintenance on my house this weekend. It seems like someone has moved in.
What? You have to call the police.
Yeah, I was going to. But when I asked the neighbors, they said they were greeted with a "we've just moved in a week ago." And they identified themselves with your husband's and mother-in-law's names.
What?
I didn't believe it. I thought I should check with you, who holds the spare key to my house, before reporting it. Do you have any idea?
Just a moment. Sorry, we might have been tricked.
What happened?
The key I had in the safe is missing. The only ones who know the combination to the safe are Hans and me, so he might have taken it.
Why would this happen?
Actually, my mother-in-law has been pushing for living together. When I said that she would need to continue working as a condition of cohabitation, she said she already quit her part-time job, and if we live together, there's no need for her to work.
What? Currently, you are barely making ends meet working full-time. And now, the jobless mother-in-law is thinking of moving in.
I tried to explain this situation, but it seems like there's some fundamental misunderstanding. Crucially, Hans keeps going to his mom's house and ignoring my messages. We've been unable to communicate effectively for a while now.
I see. So in essence, they're trying to coerce my stubborn sister into agreeing to live with them. And for reasons unknown, they've set their sights on my house as the place to move into. It feels like they're taking advantage of the fact that I, the rightful homeowner, am currently away on a 3-year assignment at a regional branch.
That's probably what's happening. I'm sorry, Rick. I never thought they'd target the house you purchased.
It's not your fault. So, what should I do next?
Where are you right now, Rick?
At a friend's house. I've secured a place to unwind, so I'm all right.
Got it. I'll try reaching out to the mother-in-law. Depending on her response, we may have to prepare for the worst-case scenario. Mother. It appears you've moved. Where to?
Oh, Julia. I was just about to contact you.
Is it correct to assume that Hans has accompanied you to your new place?
Yes. You're too unreasonable and stubborn. I decided to discipline you before living together.
I don't recall doing anything warranting such discipline.
Are you still insisting on that? If you continue to be self-centered, you may have to consider divorce.
I don't remember doing anything to warrant a divorce.
Enough is enough. And Hans, who's been taking care of you?
Oh, so you're suggesting that I'm the one being taken care of?
Indeed. A wife who can't appreciate her husband earning $7,000 per month is unnecessary.
What? $7,000?
If you don't like it, apologize sincerely and agree to live together. Of course, I'll let you know our new address afterwards. If you bow down and agree to live together, I'll tell you where we moved.
Demanding a bow via messaging. Are you seriously expecting me to send a picture of me bowing down?
Yes, that would be perfect.
I refuse.
What?
I have no reason to do that.
Julia, You're truly stubborn. Are you okay with Hans divorcing you?
Yes. I'm tired, it's fine.
What?
It's okay to divorce a husband who brings home $700 a month.
What? $700?
Yes. Hans's monthly salary, after tax, is $700. He's just a part-timer after all.
Wait a minute. Out of the blue, Hans's monthly salary is $7,000.
Where did that number come from?
I got it from Hans himself. When I asked about his monthly income, he showed the number 7 with his fingers.
So, he didn't verbally say $7,000.
Ha!
Maybe you misinterpreted the 7 as $7,000 because $700 seems implausible. But the fact remains that Hans's take-home pay is $700. And to stir up such a fuss over this. I don't need such a husband anymore.
Oh, really? I don't need a lying wife either.
Well then, let's go ahead and divorce. In fact, we're getting divorced.
Sure, go ahead. And then Hans and I will live happily ever after in this 4-bedroom house that Hans bought for us.
No. That house will be returned to its rightful owner.
Ha! Returned? The real owner? Julia! What the hell is going on? Your brother just came here and told us to get out.
Ah, so he came, huh?
What's all this about?
That house was bought by my younger brother, Rick.
Ha!
Rick had a dream to own his own home from a young age, and worked part-time jobs hard since his student days. He bought his own home at 26, even though he was still single. The house you and Hans moved into without permission, that's the one.
What are you talking about?
Unfortunately, when Rick was finally ready to move in, he was suddenly relocated to a regional office for 3 years. During his absence, I was holding on to the spare key as I live in the neighboring town. But it seems that Hans has taken the spare key. I don't know what you heard from Hans, but from my brother's perspective, who is the real homeowner, when he came home for maintenance, like mowing the lawn or cleaning the house, someone else was living there. It's only natural he would ask you to leave.
What am I supposed to do?
Why don't you just leave quietly? It's clear that running away or refusing to leave won't end well.
Well then, you tell your brother to give this house to Hans and me immediately.
Huh?
As bride's brother, he should listen to what the married family says.
What you're saying is outrageous. Hans and I are no longer a married couple.
Ha!
I just submitted it to the city hall a little while ago. The divorce papers.
Ha! But Hans hasn't filled it out yet.
No, he already filled it out a while ago.
What do you mean?
Hans quit his job at his company without consulting me 6 months ago. Oh well, what's done is done. He quit his job, so for a while, I decided to work full-time. During that period, I expected him to diligently search for a job while taking on part-time and day labor jobs. However, there was no sign of job hunting even after a month had passed. He'd occasionally take on a short-term job or a day labor, and the rest of the time he'd just laze around. Seeing this, I made him sign the divorce papers with a promise that if you couldn't secure a job in the next 5 months, we would divorce. The deadline passed, and regrettably, we ended up divorcing.
So, the story about Hans only making $700 per month, that's true?
Why don't you ask Hans himself directly? I'm divorced now, so I have no interest in meddling with your financial affairs anymore.
Well,
By the way, it seems like my brother has reported you to the police.
police.
Of course. You are squatting in someone else's house. Please leave my brother's house as soon as possible. That's all I want to say.
Julia.
Excuse me.
Hey sis, how's everything since then?
Good. I found a place to move and started packing.
Oh, I see.
By the way, what are you going to do with that house? It's got a stain on it even before you could actually live in it.
Oh right. That's why I wanted to contact you. The value of the property in that area has surged, and I can sell the house for almost the same amount I paid for it.
Really?
Considering the inconvenience fee or say, consolation money I got, I'll look for a better property once my job transfer period is over.
Well, as long as you're not at a loss, that's good.
Yeah, really. You're starting over from scratch too, sis, but hang in there.
Thanks.
I'll catch you later. I'll come visit your new place once the busy season at work is over.
Sure. See you then. After that text, my mother-in-law and Hans were taken away by the police. And her uncle, who came to pick them up from the countryside, took them back with him. Apparently, my mother-in-law was lied to by Hans that I bought the house. And since she misunderstood his monthly income of $700 as $7,000, they had a huge fight every day. Her furious uncle hit Hans with a get-a-job fist, and he finally started looking for one. Thanks to that, peace returned to my surroundings. Moreover, I was offered a full-time position from the place where I had been working full-time, which allowed me to start a stable life after divorce. As a side note, my former mother-in-law caused a ruckus at my old apartment just before I moved, and the landlord claimed damages from her. But that's a story for another time.
220,000, please. Yes? The bank will be closing soon, so please transfer the money right away. Mom, what's wrong? Money for an emergency? Yes, ASAP, please. You know that account, right? You won't be able to send it at 3, will you? You have to transfer the money now, right now. What? Now? You said until 3 p.m.? Oh no, we're running out of time. I wonder if I'll make it in time. What's wrong with you all of a sudden? I'll tell you about that later. Anyway, I need it now. Not yet. Get on with it. Don't rush me. I don't have time. I'll just have to go to the nearest convenience store. I don't care where you are. Just hurry up. Oh, I hope I'm not too late. Lizzie, are you at the convenience store? Don't dawdle. Run. I need to transfer the money right away. Oh, why are you making me so frustrated? I'm on my way to the convenience store. Can't it wait at least a little bit? I finally arrived. I'll transfer the money now. If you have time to work, do it now. We don't have much time left. Oh, right. I'll transfer the money now. Okay, it's done. What's the money for, by the way? You don't think it's a scam or something, do you? That can't be true. You're so slow. I cringe. I have to go back to work. I'm in such a hurry. I had to transfer the money. You have to tell me what exactly you need it for later. I'll call you after work. It's not something you need to worry about that much. I'm sorry to bother you at work. I just really needed it right now. I knew I could count on Lizzie. Thank you for everything. Since your father passed away, you are my only hope. Dad, Lizzie helped me today too. Thank you for always looking out for me. I'm glad I was helpful, but can you say that to your heart's content? It's embarrassing to hear. No, I just wanted to report to your father who watches over us from heaven. Yes, okay. I'm going back to work. I'll see you later. I'm done with work. I'm tired. I was in a huge hurry, so I didn't get a chance to ask, but what was the 220,000 for during the day? Thanks for helping me out during the day. Lizzie doesn't have to worry about such details. The details are my money. I have the right to ask. What did you need 220,000 for so suddenly? Surprisingly detailed. I'm going to take a bath now. I've taken my clothes off, so can I come back after my bath? Okay, call me when you get out of the bath. I'll see you later. Make sure you call me. Roger that. Hey Lizzie, can you make time for me tomorrow? I was waiting to hear from you all evening. Tomorrow, I don't have any special plans. Yes, good. I'll see you tomorrow at our usual eel restaurant, 12. You eat eels? What's the matter? Suddenly? There is someone I want you to meet. He's very nice. You'll love him. Does that mean a blind date? I'm not interested in blind dates, so I'll pass. I've told you before, I'm not getting married. I have my own life to lead, so will you leave me alone? Don't say so. I've already told your partner. He liked you, Lizzie, and I thought it would make me look good. Just once, please. If you don't like it, Lizzie, you can say no right away. I also want to return yesterday's money to Lizzie. You like eels, don't you? I like it, but... Yes, deal, tomorrow, 12 p.m. Don't be late. It's a long-established eel restaurant, so come neatly. Well, I'm not in the mood. I'm not gonna go after all. I want to take it easy on my day off. Tell the other person no. I want to give you back the money from yesterday. I made a reservation at the restaurant. You must come. Absolutely no cancellations. Too pushy. Okay, I understand. I guess I should just go. I'll be back as soon as I've eaten the eel and gotten my money back. Yes, I understand. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm more excited than you are. I have a bad feeling about this. Why should I be excited? It's been a long time since I've had eels, and I'm so happy to see you, Lizzie. Oh, I can't wait for tomorrow. Might be too excited to sleep. You're exaggerating. You're not a kid before a field trip. Anyway, don't be late tomorrow. You have my word. Hey, why did you leave? Isn't that disrespectful to the other party? You said we were just going to eat eels, right? Besides, it was Mom who said I could turn it down right away. I didn't expect even the other parents to come. I was naive, and you even talked about tying the knot. What do you think you're doing with me? Are you ignoring my feelings? I'm losing more and more interest in getting married. Yes, I'm sorry, but he was nice, wasn't he? He's a dentist by trade and he's also rich. A good fit for you as a dental assistant. You'll never get a chance like this. How old do you think you are now? You're not old enough to afford the luxurious of life if you're going to be alone like this forever. I don't feel safe. I'm worried about you being single. What's not to like? Because the other guy is divorced? No, that's not the point. Then you don't even have to think about it. What's wrong with you? I told you before, I'm not going to get married. I want to live freely forever. You may not understand even if I tell you. It's my way of life. You don't have to force me to understand. Just leave me alone. Don't worry, I'm not lonely. That's terrible, Lizzie. You're trampling all over my feelings. I can't believe how annoying that is when I'm so worried about you. I'm just trying to help you think about it so you won't regret it. I can't believe you let that go. You don't know what it's like to be a parent. I haven't been able to stop crying since you left. I can't believe you didn't realize how much I care about you. I'm sure your father in heaven is worried about you. He's not just worried, he's crying. You start talking about Dad again. Dad doesn't think that way. I understand your concern. But you see, not everyone wants to get married. You really don't like it? What about from your friends? No? They're very rich. It would be a big help for Mom. So, it's all about the money. I can't believe it. Are you going to make me marry you for money? What do you think I am? That's why you're so keen. Anyway, I said no, understand? I asked you to do it. Oh well, it's better to have money, isn't it? Marriage is more about money than love. Lizzie, are you out of your mind to turn down a rich man who likes you so much? I'm not marrying someone for money, so you'll have to turn them down properly. I bet you'll change your mind. I know about you. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. What was the last $220,000 for? Oh, that was, the deadline to pay the property taxes on my house. Thanks to you, I paid it on time. Thank you. Property taxes? That's something you knew about it in advance, right? I was careless. I have more important things to talk about than that. I've been invited to go on a trip next month, and I need another $200,000, please. $200,000? I just loaned you $220,000 the other day. I know it's impossible. I made Lizzie angry. If only Dad were still alive at a time like this, I wouldn't have had to go through all this. It's okay. I just have to be patient. Oh, I was looking forward to it. First and last overseas trip of my life. You don't have to say it like that. It sounds like it's my fault. I'm on the edge too. It's hard, but I told my friends I'm not feeling well. It's sad lying to everyone, but I can't help it. If you put it that way, how can I not lend you the money? Yeah, is it okay? But I'm going to get you in trouble, Lizzie. I still feel bad for Lizzie, so I'm staying at home lonely. I'm sure everyone will have fun. Oh, how I wish I could have gone. Oh God, this is really the last time. Thanks, Lizzie, I understand, and please think about the dentist again. When are you going to give it back? You're already back from your trip, right? Oh, Lizzie, I'm sorry it took so long to get back to you. I'm still a little jet-lagged and my head is still spinning. When did you get back from your trip? By the way, where did you go abroad? Singapore. Maybe it's the ears, but I'm just so tired. Singapore is an hour time difference, and it costs 200,000? Okay, then I'll go. Now? Are you coming over here? Can we do this some other time? Oh, it's hard. I need to rest. If it's that hard, I should go right away. Just stay in bed and I'll be fine. I'm sorry for worrying you. Yeah, so when do you think you'll get it back? Lizzie, you're persistent too. Think about it. It's the property tax on your house. It's your inheritance at the end of the day. You have to pay that much, don't you? Yes, and what kind of logic is that? So you're saying you won't return the 220,000? Hey, come on. You have Dad's inheritance, don't you? That's not all. You get a survivor's pension, don't you? How come you don't have that much money? I'm sick right now. I don't want to hear you say that at a time like this. You feel sick? Isn't that a hangover? You don't think I know anything? I always thought it was weird. I can't believe you had an inheritance and a survivor's pension and you can't pay your property taxes. Remember, I loaned you 30,000 last year, didn't I? I remember, but Lizzie, you have Dad's legacy too, don't you? Why don't you lend me a few bucks, you little cheapskate? If that's the money you really need, no way going to a host club at your age is too embarrassing. You went on the trip with your host anyway, didn't you? What? Lizzie, how do you know? Do you follow me? You're a scary girl. I have a friend who hangs out at the host club. I couldn't believe it at first when he sent me the pictures. I was floored. You're too old for it. Don't tell me you spent it all at the host club. Who do you know? Is Lizzie's friend there? Yes, a classmate of mine from high school has a liquor store, and he distributes alcohol to stores. When he went to deliver the alcohol to that store, he thought someone was being loud and boisterous. He told me it looked like Mrs. Brown's mother. I didn't think it was possible, but I asked him to take a picture and send it to me. I was so surprised at the state of affairs that I couldn't stop myself from opening my mouth. Oh, well, that's. You don't have to make excuses. You're not using the house as collateral, are you? You didn't borrow money from some strange place, did you? I didn't borrow it. I only borrowed it from Lizzie. It's true. Believe me. Okay, I believe you. Stop hosting right now. How much did you spend? Is there really nothing left of Dad's inheritance? There's nothing left of Dad's legacy, but I didn't have a choice. I miss him. I'm so lonely. What am I going to do now? That's no excuse. Oh my God, Dad, you're crying. I can't believe you spent all of Dad's inheritance and survivor's pension on paying hosts. He should in tears in heaven. Poor Dad. Lizzie, don't say that. I'm sorry and I won't go back. I'll take care of your money from now on. Do you understand? I'll only give you the bare minimum to live on. Okay, I'll go get them now, so have your bank book and card ready. What? Are you serious? Lizzie, you don't have to do that. Forgive me, please. This way. I will not allow it. I can't believe you would use what Dad bequeathed to us like this. It's so shocking, it hurts my heart. Wait, please, I'm really sorry. Oh yeah, I'm going to tell Lizzie how to spend the money from now on. That's good, right? No, you can't. If I don't do something, they'll sell my house too. We're almost there. There's no point in running away. Oh no, I'm not going back there. Why don't you trust me? My dad in heaven is telling me to protect my mom. Dad, from now on, I'm going to make sure I'm watching over Mom's behavior. I'm on my way, so have your bank book and card ready. Oh no, then I won't be able to see Joe anymore. His name is Joe, the host. How old is he, that guy? 25. He's very cute. He's so sweet and always tells me how much he loves me. It's for the money. Seriously, no 25-year-old host is going to fall in love with a 6-year-old. If you ever go to a host club again, I'll cut ties with you. Do you understand? What? You're cutting me off? I don't want you to do that. Please reconsider. Listen, I have an appointment with Joe tomorrow. Let me just go in time. No, you can't. You were just invited to accompany him anyway, weren't you? Yes, call that host and ask if it's okay if you don't have any money tomorrow. Ask him. Of course it's okay. I'll be back in a minute. How did it go? Did you hear back? Oh my god, I can't get a text or a phone call. What's going on? I think you're going crazy. You just got blocked. Proof that they are not interested in people without money. Oh no, he was so nice to me. Huh? No members? Joe, he's gone. What do you mean? You'll never hear from him again. How's it going? Reality setting in? They don't deal with people who don't have money. They're hosts. I've given him so many gifts. I even put some expensive alcohol in it for him. I even gave him a nomination. Traitor. I'll sue him. It's useless to sue. That's what hosts do. If Mom pesters him, he'll sue you for stalking him. Don't do anything embarrassing like that. Stalker? I'm being sued? Yes, and if they sue you, they'll take you into custody. You can get a conviction. Do you want that? That's not good. And what am I supposed to do with a criminal record? Just think about it. It's terrifying. If you don't want that to happen, listen to me from now on. When we get there, I'm going to ask you a lot of questions about what you've been up to, so be prepared. Someone I love dumped me. You should feel a little sorry for me. Someone you like? Don't be silly. You're out of your mind. Still can't wake up? Joe loved your money, not Mom. Oh no, that's terrible. Too terrible. Don't you think I'll know if I don't get sued? They'll get you for real. No, that's... Oh my god, what am I going to do? Okay, I'm not going to the host club anymore. Don't take my bank book, please. Lizzie, forgive me. I won't forgive you. I'll never be so lenient again. Lizzie, please reconsider. Please, please, please. I won't allow it. I'm here. Don't dawdle. Can you open the door, please? After this, my mother resisted, but I made her promise that I would keep the bank book and cards, and that she would write down all receipts and income and expenses each month and give them to me. My mother's money is saved every month to prepare for an eventuality, but when the money is saved up, she wants to go to host clubs without punishment, so I asked her to start a part-time job as a housekeeper. She works a lot during the day, so she is exhausted at night. It's just as well that she no longer has the energy to go to host clubs. She's also paying off her debt to me, little by little. I am a certified dental hygienist, which I have wanted to get for a long time, and I am enjoying my own unique life work.